You know, the biggest knock against BMW was the fact that it didn't have a proper three-row crossover. Well, that all changes on this edition of Test Drive, the X7. The X7 M50i falls under BMW's M Performance umbrella, joining the likes of the M850i and M340i. The key is the M designation takes the X7 and amps it up in every area. From the engine to the suspension and everything between, it shifts the oversized crossover from a family-oriented rig to a legitimate corner carver with pizzazz. Now, the cabin of this X7 is opulent and then some. From the quality of the materials to the seat comfort and all of the safety gear aboard, it really comes together very, very nicely. It also has an interesting extension called Drive Recorder. Now, you can use it at the racetrack, but more importantly, if it senses there's a crunch about to happen, it begins to record using the cameras around the car. It records from 20 seconds before the impact to 20 seconds after and automatically saves it to the hard drive. Now there's no longer any issue over who was to blame. Is there a nit? Absolutely. This thing still does not support Android Auto. The latest generation of BMW's 4.4-litre V8 is fed its air via two twin-scroll turbochargers located within the V. It twists out 523 horsepower, more importantly, 553 pound-feet of torque at just 1800 RPM. The addition of the M Sport exhaust system then adds the right sound. The V8 works with a slick 8-speed automatic transmission with paddle shifters and a launch control to drive all four wheels. To state the obvious, it has big chops. Now, you know, this X7 does not come cheap, but for the price, you get two very different rides in one very smart package. On the one hand, well, it's like a sports sedan. It's blindingly quick and it handles like the dickens. On the other side, well, what you've got is a three-row family ride, and it does both things equally well. The M50i uses an intelligent all-wheel drive system that powers the rear wheels under normal driving conditions. However, it's quick and efficient at sending the power forward when it's needed. The system is completely seamless and it makes light work of low traction surfaces. Enhancing things is the electronically controlled M Sport rear differential. It splits the power between the left and right rear wheels, which allows the X7 to power out of a corner with way less rear end twitching. Now, this thing is a monster and it gets a ton of space. Lots of space in the middle row, and unlike so many three-row crossovers, the third row will actually accommodate two adults quite comfortably. Yes, it takes a bit of agility to get back there, but it is comfortable. Now, to get from passenger to cargo configuration, you simply push one button. Now a mechanical ballet starts, which sees everything fold flat one time. By the time the ballet's over, you've actually opened up 2,560 litres of cargo space. The M50i gets an adaptive air suspension setup at all four corners along with bigger M Sport brakes. The air suspension raises or lowers the ride height to get the best out of the X7. It also keeps the body flat when it's pushed. Throw in the integral active steering and the action of X-Drive and the X7 feels much smaller than its enormous size suggests. On the flip side, the optional Active Comfort Drive with Road Preview uses cameras and data from the nav system to proactively adjust the suspension to the coming road conditions. This brings much better ride comfort. Finally, those big M Sport brakes scrub off speed without fading into oblivion when worked to the max. Now, this M50i is blisteringly quick, full-size crossover or not. 100k comes in 4.6 seconds and it lays waste to the 80 to 120 passing move. Try 3 seconds on for size. Now, if you keep the hammer down, this thing will get you to impounding speeds in what feels like the blink of an eye.